Sure to be flag-waving fury again this Saturday night when the nation's top trio are joined by John Brown to take on the Yanks in the Tetron Engineering second test, a clash that could decide the three-test series. Frustration stares the Yanks in the face, especially in view of the Newcastle national title success. The Americans have yet to win a test match series in Newcastle in the past 4 seasons. With Australia holding a 1-0 lead, the Americans were all out to square the series. The first laps of the opening heat gave the Aussie supporters plenty to hope for, but they needed to take into account the real determination of the Yanks, who were itching to give the Aussies a stitching.
Robertson goes through turn 1 and 2. Miller now cuts back at the outside, but John Pine blocking him up. He's not going to try and go past Stu Robertson. He'll just stop Miller from going past him. It could be a 5-1 to the Aussies, but gee, they're tightening up now. They're racing in Indian style. Robertson leads half race distance. John Pine second, going to the outside is Miller and Pearson on the pack. Here comes Miller coming at Pine. Pine still the meat and the sandwich. Oh, Miller to the outside now looking for a way through. Aaron Miller in car 2 for the Americans doing a bustling job, but Stu Robertson and John Pine maintaining the pace, and now they get away from Miller. Great team racing from the Australians, not giving the Americans inch. Oh, Robertson in trouble. He blew it himself. Miller to the outside. Aaron Miller, the high line. Pine and Robertson down on the inside. The three will come toe-to-toe. Aaron Miller, John Pine. Aaron Miller, John Pine, Miller. Aaron Miller won the race by a wart to John Pine in what's one of the best finishes you'll ever see.
The first series of heats had the scoreboard changing rapidly, with both teams topping the tally. In Heat 6, Pearson and Klein had the American Eagles flying high as the test match reached the halfway point. There's the start to Heat 6. John Pine got away very quickly. John Pearson up on the outside is going to take the running away from Peter Garrett, and Pearson's the leader from Garrett, and here comes Klein up on the inside of John Pine. Oh, Pine got squeezed right up there. Good drive by Klein. He's up on the inside of Garrett now, and Klein's really working overtime in this race. Up on the inside of Garrett he goes. The Americans could grab 1 and 2. John Pearson's the leader. Garrett is the man under pressure, and Klein's got him covered. Here comes John Pine up on the inside as Garrett got out very wide. The Americans are actually running 1 and 2, and it's been a long time since we've seen an American Quinella, but they're out there at the moment running 1 and 2, and they will now grab a 2-point lead if they can hang on to that for the next lap. John Pearson's the leader. Mike Klein in second place. Then comes John Pine and Peter Garrett. In turn 1-2 they go, still no change. The American, they're all over the Australians in this heat. The Americans are going to establish a 2-point lead at the halfway mark. What a drive by the Yankees. USA 1, John Pearson. USA 3, Mike Klein. Australia 1, John Pine. And Australia 5, Peter Garrett. The Americans were in good position to grab a handy lead when a controversial incident in Heat 9 resulted in a setback.
Could be Dixieland for the Americans, but it could be Pixieland too. Oh no, Brown's blinded. 5-1 to the Americans coming up. Klein goes through. Brown got up onto the windrow. He must be wanting to hop onto a bike. This is 5-1 to the Americans. Great driving. Miller, Klein, Brown, Pine. Well, we're just waiting. The stewards have got something to say.
Stand by. The steward has indicated to me that second and third placings are reversed.
Oh.
Officials altered the across-the-line placings, a decision which was to be a telling factor in the final outcome. The fuse was lit, the tension mounted, and racing erupted in Heat 11 when all 4 team cars were involved in a highly spectacular incident.
And goes through to the lead. Oh, he's proved us all wrong. Trying to bustle his way up. He's climbing. Stu Robertson's in front. Now John Brown's got to get in there. Oh, Robertson's been dipped out of it by Klein. Brown's up and over. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
There's a pile-up in turn 4. John Brown is on his roof. Stu Robertson's faced the wrong way. Pearson's car is crunched on the front end, and Klein is out of the melee of 3 cars up there. This is a sensational incident in Heat 11 of a test match that is going to go right down to the wire. To the wire, the series did go, with the final heat continuing the chapters of chaos.
Still up in the American cars.
The American team drivers collided, and the error snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, with Chuck Wardell striving to win the race, but a tied test the final result.
Getting up on the inside of Pine
again. John Brown is lurking in third place as they go down back straight away. The checkered flag is going to come out. Can Wardell dive up on the inside of Pine and snatch the test for the Americans? No, he can't, but a great effort just the same. It was a dejected American team in the finale honour lap. The third and deciding test is in jeopardy, however, following an arm injury to experienced campaigner Mike Klein, which has forced the popular driver to return to the USA for treatment and recovery.